Namaste to you and welcome to a quick recap on your entire experience on Accelerate. Accelerate is all about speed, but with emotional, mental, and physical balance. Success is not about perfection, but it's all about continuous enhancement and continuous progress in all areas of your life, as an individual, as a team, and as an organization also. And continuous progress requires continuous learning and continuous change because everything around us is continuously changing. But to change, you need to have the right beliefs about change. It is extremely important to believe that change is interesting and I can change, rather than carrying the mass belief that change is extremely difficult. Till the time we believe change is difficult, it will be difficult, and hence we begin with a change in the belief about change itself. People change only under two circumstances. One, either inspiration, or second, desperation. While both gives results, it's extremely important to understand that inspiration is a hands-down long-term winner. Our entire life is a combination of inspiration and desperation. But the more we are, or the more we get into the category of inspiration, the better our state of mind, body, and emotions would be. If we are more in inspiration, the way we experience life will also be amazing. Time will fly, but it will fly in an amazing way, and that's important to understand. What you also understood is everything that you do in life is driven by two forces. One, you do things because you get pleasure out of it, or you do things to avoid the pain that it might cause if you don't do it. Having said this, it's extremely important to understand that to be a champion, you've got to be willing to go through the temporary pain to achieve the long-term pleasures of life. And you must be willing to say no to the temporary pleasures which do not give long-term results. Of course, if you find a way to experience temporary pleasure and also experience long-term pleasure, that's an amazing way, which means you enjoy exercising and eventually you also enjoy the benefit of exercising. You enjoy having candid conversations with your colleagues, with your seniors, with your juniors, and you also enjoy the trust, the rapport, and the collaboration that it eventually brings in. You enjoy taking the initiatives and going through the temporary pressure because you understand the pleasure that it'll actually give you, and you also enjoy the pleasure of success. So the question is, as a champion, what are the initiatives that you are willing to take? Because everything starts with willingness. What are the initiatives that you are willing to take to become a champion, to go to the next level of success in your life? And that's why you focus predominantly on what is it that I would start, what is it that I would continue, and what is it that I would stop to experience the next version of me personally and professionally. What is it that I need to start in terms of my behaviors, in terms of my actions, in terms of the way I emote, in terms of my belief system, in terms of the practices that I have as an individual, practices in my family, practices as an organization or in my department. What is it that I would need to start? What is it that I need to continue because it's helping me? And what is it that I need to stop? And why? The why is extremely important because the why highlights the reasons behind whatever you're doing in life. It highlights the purpose, and a lot of times by just reminding yourself of the purpose or by changing the purpose, it has the power to change our behaviors and actions. Then you experienced the clap challenge, a beautiful activity which gave us a lot of learnings, but some of the crucial learnings, of course, were: one, the most significant point is ownership. You take ownership of your own actions, because if everybody did their job perfectly well, the entire team could succeed and move on to the next level of performance. Having said this, in spite of reminding people of strategies, you found out that a lot of people still falter and make mistakes. And the most interesting thing that we saw is the entire experience of interdependency, where one person's error, one person's mistake was impacting everybody in the team. And it's important to understand this beauty of interdependency. And hence the term expanded ownership. Realizing that if you really like to be a champion in life, it is not just enough to do your job alone. It's not just enough to focus only on your KRAs or KPIs, but to go beyond it. To go beyond your boundaries, beyond your limitations, and also influence other people, colleagues, juniors, seniors, other department, because their behaviors, their performance has a direct or an indirect impact on your performance and your life, and hence you've got to take the ownership. You also understood the importance of regular strategizing, because regular strategizing helps us view and introspect on our entire life, our behaviors, the way we are living life, so that we can focus on improvising it. So strategizing on a daily basis is extremely important if you would like to daily experience continuous improvement. You understood that at the end of the day, keeping ownership in mind, your results in life, be it health, be it wealth, be it relationships, your results are only dependent on your behaviors. If you would like to play a blame game, then your results are not only dependent on your behaviors, but others' behaviors, people's behaviors, market conditions, environment, and you have lots and lots of people to blame in and situations to blame in if you really like to blame. However, your results predominantly are dependent on your behaviors. And if somebody is stopping you, you have to find a way to influence to get your results, which means your results are only dependent on your behaviors, and your behaviors eventually are impacted by your belief system. Your beliefs have a huge role to play, and that's when you experience the power of kinesiology also, which gave you a direct access into your belief system. So it's extremely important to experience kinesiology, practice kinesiology, and identify core important beliefs. Introspect on the kind of beliefs that you are carrying about important people and important things in your life. Beliefs about health, beliefs about wealth, beliefs about relationships, beliefs about your target, beliefs about the city you're living in. And make a list of all of these beliefs and introspect on the goal that you would like to achieve and the beliefs that you're carrying about that goal. Because without a proper belief supporting the desire of achieving that goal is almost impossible. But with the right belief for your desired goals, you now have the entire energy and the strength to achieve the goal. The only thing that's needed is a backing of a right strategy before you take action. That's right. To achieve any goal in life, no matter how big it is, you need predominantly two things. One, you need a conscious strategy with inspiration to achieve your goal, and you need the foundation of your belief supporting that strategy. And to experience this, you experienced the breakthrough activity, rod bending. An activity which challenged your mind, an activity which instilled fear in you before you attempted. But when you took an initiative, when you were ready to go beyond your fears, when you were ready to explore, you stood there with your partner, looking at your partner's eyes, demonstrating trust, demonstrating belief in succeeding, and when you took that action with courage, you had the power to collapse your fears, your limitations, and create a new belief in 2 seconds, which gave you one of the most beautiful lessons. And the lessons were: 1, not all targets in life which looks difficult is actually difficult. 2nd, if you are willing to give your best and be trustworthy and trust your partner, you can bend and collapse any barrier that's in between. And that's where you experience the magic of collaboration. The thicker rod, of course, gave you a beautiful experience and a lesson that when we embark on bigger challenges in life, you cannot do the same thing and expect magnanimously different results. What needs to change is your strategy. What needs to change is your approach. What needs to change is your belief. And when you change that, you can expect a mega breakthrough in your life. What you need to do is integrate all of these learnings and experiences into everyday life, because these cannot be a one-off experience where you enjoy them and just forget them. Remember, if it's come to you, it's meant for you. But it's completely your choice whether you are going to capitalize on this and ensure that your future is way different and powerful and more successful than your past. But for that, you've got to change. You've got to take initiatives. You've got to go beyond the resistance, which I refer to as thermostat, because thermostat is inevitable. It's going to attempt stopping you. It's going to resist you, but you have the power to go beyond the resistance. So collaborate with other people. Create accountability partners. Do introspection on a daily basis. Communicate with your accountability partners on a daily basis, and do deeper introspection on a weekly basis, and share your success stories in the next few days. Remember, there's no guarantee about life. That's where you learned that the biggest success in life is you are alive. The biggest opportunity in life is life itself. We all are here on a temporary basis, but till the time we are here, we need to continuously enhance not only our life, but the lives of people who are associated with us. So cherish every moment. Cherish every relationship. Some relationships will support you. Some relationships will oppose you. But they all are only giving you an opportunity to become stronger and rise in life. So cherish every moment. You know why? Because life is tremendously priceless. So absolute gratitude to you, and use this information to go beyond your thermostat and experience a life that you are meant to live. Live your life in a magnanimous way.